Hi friends. Hey, I wanted to tell you a pretty cool thing I did. When we were making the video and recording the song Deflection Blues, which hopefully you've all seen and listened to and even shared, the instrumentation was Chris Butler on drums, Deb on vocals, and myself on an instrument that Chris had, which was called a Bass 6, made by Jerry Jones and based on a Danelectro. Well, I just love the sound, and I thought, well, rather than buy a Bass 6, which is basically, you have a 30-inch scale length, which means the length from the nut to the bridge. But I've already got this great Danelectro Baritone, and I did a little research, and I discovered that if you buy strings that were designed for a Bass 6, it's the same scale length, and they'll fit. And I thought I might have to have it modified by making the nut a little deeper, but I used a set of Ernie Ball strings designed for Bass 6, and it worked out perfectly. So what is a Bass 6? Well, it's basically a guitar that's tuned down an entire octave. Let me show you here. So it's the same intervals as a guitar with a low to high E, A, D, G, B, E, but it's tuned down a whole octave. So I'm just going to play my Rick Kelly guitar here, which is standard tuning in the key of E, and you'll see what I'm talking about here, just the sonic difference. So that's an E, and back to the former Danelectro Baritone, which is now Danelectro Bass 6. So it's basically the same thing, just tuned an entire octave down. Now the string gauges are much heavier than a regular guitar. Let me explain that. On the regular electric guitar, from high to low, we go like 10, 13, 17, 26, 36, 46. Whereas on the bass, the first string is a 24 and it goes all the way down to a 90. So I'm using my Soul Shaker amp that our good friend Justin built for me as well. Just straight into it, no effects. It's more like a guitar that's tuned down an octave as opposed to a bass. So what's the advantage of that? Well, it sounds low and mean, that's for sure. But also, so like if I'm playing a duo with Deb and something requires a real low end, this will come in handy. And also, like I said, there's no regular guitar on that Deflection Blues. It was this, and then the lap steel, and the Danelectro baby sitar. So I'll be back in a minute with a little more history about the Bass 6. So Danelectro actually invented the Bass 6. Little history on it in I believe 1960, perhaps 1958. I'd have to double check that. But it came to be known as a tic-tac bass, and what that meant, there's a lot of pop records in the 60s from the Beach Boys and in country music as well, where the guitar player would double the bass line. So if the bass went something like, it was more of a rounder sound, so the guitar player would use a pick and use the Bass 6 and the Beach Boys used one a lot. Brian Wilson used one a lot. So Danelectro were the first to make that, and then Fender followed suit. And today a lot of people are sort of discovering the joys, because if you're a guitar player, it just means the strings are much heavier, but it's tuned down an entire octave. So I'm really looking forward to using mine for more recording, more playing around, and in a trio with like Chris Butler and Deb, because it really, sonically, it fills up that space that a bass guitar normally would be. And if you're just playing with a guitar and drums, sometimes it's not as fat and low end as you would like. So there you go. So I converted my Danelectro Baritone Guitar into the Bass 6. So let me know what you think, and you know, please leave comments, and please listen to that track and share Deflection Blues, and have a nice day, everyone.